yourself. Like, that is one of the best things the therapist taught me when I first walked in those doors the first therapy session I had after my husband passed away, mother of 4. And I always judged the girl that made the decision then, whatever decision I made, but I'm not walking in her shoes in that day and didn't have that emotion. And like when my husband fell out of the wheelchair and my kids saw it, but I don't remember that they hadn't seen their dad for days, and so they saw that, but that was because I made that decision based on that day. Then a year later, I'm judging her because when my children are having nightmares, forgive yourself, because you can't go back and judge that person and the decisions that you made. You don't make mistakes, you just deal with what is on your plate that day. You do the best you can, and nobody has a right to judge you because they didn't walk in your shoes and they don't know your path. And I've been hard on myself so much in my life, thinking I should have done it this way, or I could do it this way, if I got this doctor to listen, or if I had taken her to this doctor. But life is where it's at, and you can't go back and change any of it. So live your best foot forward today and find the positive in all of it, because no matter how hard, even on your hardest day to their last breath, you can find beauty and love and life and gifts through all of it if you choose to, and that's our choice. So I want people to know what Cancer Pathways did for us, and I hadn't even met you guys yet. I had texted you 1,000 bazillion times on the way to Cleveland, but Alexis had beautiful long flowing hair, and she was 18, and I unfortunately found I'm a very vain person that I didn't realize I was. But my baby needed us to cut our hair with her, and we did it, and we did it bold, but it was very scary. Probably all of us, mostly her so much. I think she lost her power until we cut it, because it was just, but we didn't know where to start, and I texted you, and you automatically always have this answer, but it's a soft answer. It's never like an answer I feel like I have to choose. It's just there, and you were there, and you showed up, and you made probably one of the most difficult days in our life, because we were going home to shave our heads after we left you at the wig place, or the hair place. Yeah, and you had bags of like turbans and hats, and you were there, and just, I didn't even know you yet, but you comforted us. You made one of the roughest moments of my days better, because you were there that day. And we went home with bags of stuff, and we were ready. We were prepared to put that wig on the next day, and then we never wore the wigs again. So that's really a side note for me with cancer. The roughest part for a mother dealing on the mother side, I want to help other mothers with, is when you got 4 little ducklings and you're trying to figure out where they are with cancer, and their dad dying in them, and you're trying to walk forward, and you're trying to hold out your head up, and you need to talk, and this person in the family doesn't feel like this, or doesn't want to talk about it outright, or they want to hide it, or they want to bury their head in the sand, and you're trying to culminate your family into, we are going to have supper together, and we're going to make this work. We are going to march through this with our heads held high, but nobody's ever in the family in the same exact place, and you got to draw that in. And that's one of the biggest things you guys do for me is, Taylor may be at a different place today, but I can walk in these doors, and you're my family that gets cancer. I don't have to tell you my story. You can read my mood when I walk in here. I'm in a second home. Our home was very distressing to us because she passed away in it, and we came here, and it's blankets and food, and just, it's like Norm, when you walk in the door, you know my name, and I don't have to tell you my story. And if I need to talk to one of you about what I'm feeling that I can't tell someone at home because they're in a different grief spot, you get it, you're there. And it's astronomical what you bring to the table for my family, not just through the cancer, but post. Like, a lot of places you'll feel like, with Brad, I felt like once he was gone, okay, where do I go? And the support just but you have just, that's when you just like picked me up in my arms and you go, oh, this is where we begin.